How's it going, everybody? This is Mick from Fresh on Fleet. This is a sneaker restoration video, and this is for these 2007 Airtech Challenge 2 Agassiz that I found at the thrift store. It needs a new paint job, a little yellowing problem, and as you can see, this is a 2007 version. This right here is a dead stock 2014 version of the Agassiz Airtech Challenge 2. Little differences: how high they are in the back, as well as the swoosh color. As you can see on this one is very not as bright, and this one's blaring right here, right on that swoosh. Other than that, they are the same shoe. As you can see, the Yeezys got their sole and their midsole from this shoe, and as well, I'll be doing a little restoration. To turn back time on this yellowing, I use Salon Care 40 cream, a little spread on there, put it in the sun, and it'll give that little chemical burn to burn off that oxidation at the top, and it deoxidizes it very well. Alright, you guys gonna need some saran wrap, the kicks in question, a brush, and the Volume 40. So you want to cut the saran wrap in at least the size of the shoe. That'll give you good protection. It's pretty much to keep the formula intact into it. So I'm going to take the brush here, dip it in, get the product. The viscosity of this Volume 40 is very you want to get it even, nice and even on there. So sorry about that, I had to get a handkerchief. The reason why is because this Volume 40, what you're doing is you are pretty much chemically burning off the layer of the oxidation. That won't just happen to the material, the rubber on here, it will happen to your finger. So if you get it on you, I implore you to immediately wash your hands off. I'm sorry about this, but I'm doing this outside, and it's actually my first time doing this outside. Usually I have a brush and everything, but I'm using a toothbrush, and this is pretty much good enough. But you really want to get it all over where you're trying to deoxidize. Where anything's yellow, anything where you know that it's needed. After that, you put this aside. Now you take the saran wrap that you pre-cut and wrap it over here, there. And you set it up. As well as the other one. You can see I'm lightly touching it so that it actually sticks to the saran wrap. The deoxidation process usually is very fast, but usually they say leave it around like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I've had it work right in the first 30 minutes. I've had it work in the first 15 minutes. I had the Supreme Nike SB 2002s, and I deoxidized them for the first time, and it happened within the first 15 minutes, and they were white. In this case, because it's a harder rubber right in the front, and it's got those little ridges, it might take maybe 2 coats, maybe 3, and every time you kind of check on it if it gets dry. And the reason why we use saran wrap is to keep it from drying up, because of the wind and being outside and the sun. Watch out, because leaving your shoes in the sun may separate the sole. how a lot of people counter that is they put a pack, like an ice pack, inside their shoe while they're doing this. So once they've been deoxidized, you will see a difference compared to the first time, and you need to now wash this completely off. So be careful about taking off the saran wrap because the chemical is still on there. It's lightened up that midsole up a little bit, and I like it. I only did one process, and I do like it like this. It's a little off-white. To make sure that this paint stays onto the shoe, a little prep work is needed. So I recommend acetone or nail polish remover to kind of get the midsole ready for the paint, and it will stick on better. And I am using Angelus flat white paint. Angelus, like, it's my go-to paint. It's pretty much the only thing I put on my shoes. Another video though. It's my go-to paint, and I even used it on my 350 Boost to do the restoration on the bottom, and I sole protected the top. It for the prep, so I'll be adding a little bit of acetone. I'm gonna start painting the white midsole, and then onto the little touch-ups on the gray area. You see I did the paint on the midsole, and now to touch up gray on the top of the part of the midsole, I'll be mixing Angelus black and white to get that color, to get that light gray to do the touch-ups. To enclose all the paint together so it won't crack from usage, I'll be using number 600 acrylic finisher by Angelus Paint. The restoration process went very well. A fair amount of the deoxidizer to give it a little bit of that tinge of yellow to keep the OG look. Paint job came out pretty good. Very well. Bottoms came out really well. I wish I could have showed you the process on this. This is just cleared up. It even had writing on it, and I took that out. Came out really good. The bottoms of these came out really well. The top sole of this shoe had a few minor scrapes and scuffs on the wings here, and I took that off right away with acetone. Inside of it cleaned out. Other than that, solid restoration. It's gonna be fun a little bit wearing these. This is Mick's Kicks Restorations from Fresh and Flea, and this is Mick. Stay tuned for my next video. Peace.